Hey Leo, how's it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is up? My name is Amy. If you're returning, welcome back. Definitely a great message to say the least for you guys for October 16th to the 30th. So with that, let's get started. So some oracle cards that came out for you guys. The first one says, face your fears, release the power of fear. So very nice. The second one says, letting go, learn to let go. Let go. And then the third one, I'm going to read from the card because I've never seen this one before. So it says, 7 heavenly virtues, keys to goodness. You represent spiritual enlightenment, divine knowledge, and wisdom. You have faith and believe in all that is good and meaningful. You have a deep intuitive understanding of God, the angels, and the universal spirit. You know the keys to goodness. You are being asked to use this knowledge to empower and teach others. What the 7 heavenly virtues mean: faith, belief, and trust in the right things; hope, belief that good will prevail; charity, unlimited loving kindness towards others; fortitude, never giving up; justice, being fair and equitable towards others; patience, accepting the grace to forgive; temperance, practicing self-control and moderation. So that's very interesting. All right, so moving on to your reading, guys. A lot of you are in this place where it feels like you're in this energy of, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why can't I get out of the cycle? Why can't I get out of this feeling? I do feel like it's a sense of loss. I do feel like some of you are lost right now, Leo. I feel like some of you have no idea what to do with your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. You might be in this place where it's like, I don't know which direction to take in my life. So it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm picking up that you guys have left someone, or a marriage has ended, or someone's cheating on you. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what's coming through. That could be if that's what your situation is. But I feel like the overall message is that you are at this point in your life where you're like, you know what? I want more out of my life. How do I get more? I want more. I'm not happy where I am. So it's being in this place with the 5 of Cups where it's like, you're pretty much on your knees and you're like, God, like, what are my next moves? Where do I go with this? Like, I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I'm lost. And that's what I keep feeling. It's just, you don't want to be on the same path that you've been on. It's kind of like you're going out into the universe and saying, give me a different sign because I want a different course. I want a different path. I'm tired of being on the same path because I'm not getting anywhere. I feel like I'm just going around and around and around, right? Well, here's the thing. And I feel like this is coming in strong. Usually I get a different message with this card, but for some reason, this is what's coming through for you guys, is that you guys are in this place that Spirit is giving you a lesson. And unfortunately, for some of you, you're not learning that lesson yet. For some of you, you're still repeating the same cycles. So it's in this place where you guys need to really, I haven't charged it. It's bad. You guys are in this place where it's needing to really go in and ask yourself, okay, what do I need to learn from this situation? Whether that is a relationship, whether that's a friendship, there's something that you're not learning, there's something that you're not seeing. And until you see that, you are going to continue the same cycles, the same lessons. All right. This situation, so going in a little deeper, I feel like for some of you, it is a relationship. Maybe you left someone, maybe someone left you, maybe it's a divorce, maybe it's an affair of some sort, but it's being in this place where you're like, I need to make a move, or I need to change something in my life because this situation is mentally, emotionally, physically making me sick. It's keeping me up all night, because that's what I'm getting with the 9 of Swords. Whatever this situation is, Leo, it is keeping you up all night. You are, I don't want to say stuck. Like, stuck is the first thing that came to mind, but it's more about being out of balance, being out of tune with who you are. And I feel like because you've given this person all of your time, all of your energy, it's like, where are you in this mix, Leo? Because I feel like you're all over the place. I feel like there's not one, how do I say this? It's a feeling like you don't even know who you are anymore because you invested in too much to other people. So it's like this sense of feeling lost. Maybe you're regretting. You're feeling like I don't know, maybe a tad unworthy. Maybe you feel unloved, but you're not. And that's the thing that you have to recognize. You guys are so worthy and you so are loved. But when you surround yourself and your energy with the wrong type of people, that will affect the lesson. That will affect where you're going. So, moving on, I do sense that this is not going to be something that, is going to stick. I feel like you guys are going to really find your ground. But the Five of Pentacles is coming up for you guys because I feel like maybe the second half of October is going to come with a lot of challenges financially. You might find yourself struggling. You might find yourself in some legal battles or some custody battles or something on the line of that because family is coming up very strong. So just keep that in mind that you need to find a balance in the second half of October when it comes to your finances. All right. So moving along, I do feel a sense of you guys getting to this place where it's like, you know what? I'm tired of being in the same karmic cycles. I'm tired of being in the same, situations where I just feel like I'm going and going and going. And again, that's what I'm seeing. I feel like you guys have just been on some karmic wheel or, it just feels like the same cycle. I just keep hearing that same cycle. I feel like you just get to this point in your life where you're like, you know what? I am done. I'm not getting any younger. I want something more fulfilled. I don't feel like you guys have been fulfilled. I feel like you guys are very like your needs aren't being met, if that makes sense. But that's what I'm picking up. So you're in this place where you're like, you know what? You have a choice and a decision to make. And I feel like you're going to decide that this Five of Cups and Nine of Swords energy, you don't want to be here anymore. You're kind of like, you know what? If someone's not loving me for my flaws and all, if someone's not giving me what I want, if someone is having an affair or cheating on me or, doing something that they know they shouldn't be doing, why am I staying here? I'm too old to deal with drama like this. Why am I staying here? Because that's the message I keep hearing over and over. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I staying here? I'm better than this. So it's kind of like picking up yourself and saying, you know what? There's got to be something better else out there for me. There's got to be a different pathway that spirit and the universe have for me. And they do. And I feel like you get to this point where you're like, you know what? I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to take whatever I have and I'm just going to go start a new life. And that's what I feel like the message is that you guys just say, you know what? I'm going to move ahead. I'm going to see what else is out there. I'm going to look ahead. I'm going to go through some new sets of obstacles and new sets of challenges and new lessons. And I'm going to just get away from all the other energy. That's how I feel. I feel like you're just picking yourself up one day and saying, I've had enough, and you're walking away. You know that in order for you to grow, in order for you to get to this place that you guys need to get, you need to release the past. You need to heal. You need to forgive. You need to embrace that moment in your life, but realize that that's exactly what it is. It was a moment. It's not the rest of your life. It is a chapter that you have to learn. And once you learn, you can move on from that. Don't feel like that's the end of your story. That's what they're saying. You are not at your end of your story. You may be at an end of a chapter, but you are not at an end of a story, okay? So the Page of Cups tells me that you guys have to be open to new offers right now, new communication, because something is definitely coming through for you guys. Like someone wants to come towards you guys, but maybe this person has been in the background. Maybe this person has been watching you go through certain things. Could be a water sign that you guys are dealing with, Leo. But it's just, I just feel like it's in this place where it's like you just wake up one day and you're like, you know what, I'm going to put one foot in front of the other. I'm going to go work on stuff for me. I'm going to go take care of me. I'm going to take my energy back. I'm going to go after, my goals, my dreams, my ambitions. And, you can stay over there and do what you've always done. And, you're becoming the emperor. You're not giving a shit about what anyone else says anymore. You're kind of the badass figure. You're like, you know what, you did me wrong and now you gotta go pay. You thought the grass was greener on the other side. Turns out it wasn't. Turns out you had a lot of stuff with me, but you couldn't see that I was just trying to help you. And now instead of me helping you, I'm helping myself. Right? So you guys are receiving a lot of abundance right now. You're receiving a lot of blessings. You might not feel that way, but Spirit's like, you know what? You had the courage, you had the strength to leave that lesson, to leave that situation because you knew that wasn't good for you. And now you need to allow the universe to open those new doors and open those new opportunities and allow those new things to come through because Spirit is pushing you towards something better. And I don't want you to be afraid about that because you are so protected right now. You are so divinely guided. Because not only do we have the Hierophant coming up for you guys, but we have the Queen of Pentacles. So that tells me that you're also protected. And that talks about a lot about patience. You need to have patience in this journey. You know, you need to have patience that everything is going to come to you in divine timing. Nothing worth having is going to come easy. So I feel like you're in this new chapter of your life. You're in this new beginning. You're feeling peace. You're feeling wonderful. And it's like, don't wait for it all to fall apart. That's what they're saying. Because some of you, that's what you've done in the past. You get to a really good point in a relationship or friendship, and you're just waiting for it to crack open. Don't do that. Because that's bringing those toxic traits from the past into your future, and you don't want to do that. So you will receive the answers and clarity you need with the Ace of Swords coming up here. This is divine timing. Divine timing is coming through this whole reading. So you guys are in a place where once you figure out what it is that you actually want out of life and you start working towards that, it's like once you get the courage to leave a situation, so many new things come towards you guys. New doors are opening. Some of you could be finding out you're pregnant. It could be people around you who are pregnant, but it's just a whole birth of a whole bunch of new things happening for you guys. It's actually a beautiful reading when you see it underlined like that. Like everything is just, it's going in your favor. It's going your way. All is well. So go out and celebrate. Have some fun. You know, dance till you can't dance anymore. I mean, what more can I say except that abundance is here. It's about taking life as an adventure. You know, we live as we what's that saying? We live as we learn, or we learn as we live, or something online of that. But I mean, if you're so worried about love, don't be, because Two of Cups is up here. So you're going to meet someone maybe in the second half of October, maybe towards November, but there's definitely new love coming through for you guys. But I feel like, Leo, this is you time right now. This is you to work on yourself, figure out what you want, figure out what you want in your next relationship. Because you will have victory, you will have growth. Chariot's here, Temperance is here, so that tells me there's balance. There's a need to let go. There's some healing that needs to be done with you guys. There's you guys need to find a balance within your life, whether that's career, whether that's relationships, whether that's just balance in your personal life. And the Star card comes up here. So that tells me just have hope. All right. Have hope. Have trust. You know, that you're on a new beginning. You're on a new pathway. And even though sometimes it feels like you're not, because you don't understand why Spirit has put you through the things that they have put you through, you're definitely way better now that you've made the decision to leave something. And with the Sun coming up, so that just says all is well. That just says the yes card for me. So life is bright. Let divine timing take over. Take care of yourself. You know, stop feeling like you're unworthy or you're unloved, because that is by far the case for you guys. All right. So moving on, let's do your Oracle card. It says imagine. Turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity, illusions. Who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You are gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is a time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world as if by magic. Relationship message. Oh. In matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about others as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating, so step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of the card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better, so imagine that. Exactly. So I do feel like someone is coming towards you guys, Leo. I feel like what Spirit is doing is they're keeping you really grounded. They don't want you to make the same mistakes that you've been mistaking. So it's like you need to imagine the life you guys want. You need to create the life that you guys want. You need to tell the universe what type of person that you want coming towards you. All right. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. I hope that helps you guys. I'm sending you guys all love and light for the end of October, and I'll see you guys again in November. Take care, Leo.